Good afternoon. This is Andree. I teach yoga at JCC in Newton. So today we are going to concentrate on twist. And I want to say something a little bit about what state of mind should we have when we do twist. So twisting means that you have to start with the spine lengthening to enable the twist. So the most important part of the twist when you're using the breath is to use the inhale to lengthen and then exhale, releasing into the twist. Okay, so let's begin first by sitting. You're going to have your right leg in front of the left leg and close your eyes. Let's take 5 breaths, just sit it, feeling the sitting bones resting on your support. So you should have a blanket and a block. So right now I'm sitting on a blanket. So concentrate on that energy of the breath. So when you inhale, lengthen the spine up. And exhale, maintain the length as you exhale. Just explore here, how do you feel seated with your legs crossed? So if you feel that it's really hard for you to lengthen, you slouching, then sit on a blanket or maybe even sit on a block. But I prefer a blanket if you have a blanket. Okay, open your eyes and let's begin to stretch the arms over your head, getting length. And as you exhale, you're going to twist to your right. Place, holding onto your knee, you want to pull on the knee as you're pressing your knee into your hand. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, release into the twist. So connect to that action of the breath. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling to the center, stretch the arms over your head. Exhaling, twist to the other side. So pay attention, dropping the right shoulder down right now, walking your left hand behind you to enable the twist. Inhaling to lengthen the spine, exhaling, releasing into the twist. And come back to the center. Now, remember when the twist happens? It happens just about the level of the navel. So in your back is that between the L1 and the T12. Okay, these two. Upper back, the bottom vertebra of the upper back and the upper vertebra of the lower back. Now change the cross of your legs. You're going to bring your left leg in front of the right. Have your hands loosely on your knees. Experience here your body with the change of the cross. Now you're going to extend the arms up. As you exhale, twist to your right. Again, pulling on your knee, giving yourself traction to lengthen the spine, inhaling to lengthen, exhaling deeper into the twist. Feel that energy around the navel. And then come back to the center. Pause here. Stretch the arms over your head, lengthen the spine. As you exhale, twist to the other side. Spine lightening. And come back to the center. Okay, let's change the cross. Now keep your feet away from the pubic bone so that you are creating a triangle between your thighs. You're going to stretch your arms up. And as you exhale, you're going to bring your hands forward and see how far forward can you release. Pressing the sitting bones down to the floor, to the mat, or to your blanket. Engage the belly. And then slowly inhale, come back up. Okay, let's change the cross. Again, extending the arms over your head. And then reaching forward, stretching forward, releasing into your cross-legged forward bend. And then slowly come back up. Okay, now we're going to move to the standing poses. So to remove what you don't need on your mat, have your block by take one block. This is all we need today is one block. Okay, so you're going to stand sideways on your mat. Separate your feet wide. So as you're standing here with your legs apart, connect to the feeling on the inside of your legs. You should feel a mild stretch on the inside of your legs. Okay, place your hands on your hips and then move the elbows back. Inhale to lengthen the spine up. Exhale, keep the chin up as you come forward. You're going to bring your hands right beneath the shoulders. We're keeping a flat back. Now you're going to take your block and you place your left hand on your block. Place your right hand on your hip. Begin lengthening the spine forward. Begin to turn to your right. Keep lengthening the spine forward from the tailbone to the crown of the head. And then if you can spread your top arm up. Exhaling. Back to the center, keep a flat back. Now bring your right hand to the block. Place your left hand on your hip. Concentrate on the lengthening of the spine and begin to turn to your left. And then bring your top arm up. Exhaling. Come back to the center. And release the crown of the head. Hold on to the back of your ankle if you can, or just keep your hands on the floor or the block. Pull, if you hold it onto your ankle, pull on the ankle and release the spine away from your hips. Inhaling, stretch your spine. Place your hands on your hips, come all the way up. Okay, walk your feet toward each other. Okay, let's do a forward bend. Have your feet hip width apart. So look down at your feet, make sure all 10 toes are pointing forward. Inhale, the arms up. Exhaling, hinge forward. Bring your hands to the block or to the floor. Now hold on to your elbows. Let your head release between your arms. Let the elbows drop on the floor. Now change the cross of your arms, holding on with the opposite hand. Now inhaling, stretch your spine. Hands on your hips, come all the way up. We're going to start again, separating your feet nice and wide. So the first twist, so we did one twist already with a wide stance forward bend. Now we're going to do triangle pose, another open twist. Okay, standing here with your feet parallel to each other, you're going to turn your right foot out, left foot in slightly. You're going to extend the arms. As you exhale, inhale, lift your right arm up. Exhale, come forward to triangle pose. Now concentrate on the middle, on the navel. So you're twisting the belly toward the ceiling, keeping the head back, keeping the chin up, keep extending the top arm. Now you're going to inhale, come up, place your hands on your hips, and adjust your feet to go to the other side. So extend the arms out. Inhale, lift the left arm up. Exhale, hinge, coming to triangle pose. Twisting the belly up, rooting to the back foot, and then inhale, come up, place your hands on your hips, turn the toes one forward, exhale, come to forward bend. You just relax your arms for this one, or just hold on to your elbows. Visualize the space between the vertebrae as you're releasing from the tailbone to the crown of the head. You're pressing the inner thighs toward the outer thighs. And change the way you're holding onto your elbows, change the cross. Inhaling, stretch your spine, place your hands on your hips, come all the way up. Okay, let's keep the legs wide apart. Now, if you're feeling too much of a stretch on the inside of your thighs when you do a triangle pose, you can bring your feet a little closer together, but not too close. But don't work through pain. If you feel a stretch is fine, feel the effort is fine, but feeling pain is not. Okay, so you're going to turn your left foot in, your right foot up. I'm going to repeat that first pose, triangle pose. Stretch your arms out. Inhaling, exhaling. Keep the head back, keep the chin up, keep the legs active. Work in the twist. Inhaling, come up. Let's go to the other side. Inhale. Exhale to triangle pose. Keeping the head back, looking up. Or at least keeping the chin up. Keeping the other rotation of both legs, compacting the hips. Feel that freedom in your spine. Inhale, come up. Bring your hands to your hips. Walk your feet toward each other. Let's go to a downward facing dog. So let's come to your knees. Walk your hands forward and let the heads shoulder width apart or a little wider. Now press into downward facing. Separate your feet to the outer edge of your mat and then stretch into the pose. Don't force it. And then lifting your heels up. Walk your feet back to hip width apart. Release your heels down. And walk your hands and your feet toward each other. Inhale, come up. Exhale, Tadasana. Okay, now we're going to do revolve triangle. So we're going to use a block for this. And you want your block to be on the high end and on the inside of the front foot. Okay, so let's separate your legs nice and wide. You may not want your legs as wide as you had them before because we're going to reverse the triangle. So have the legs a little bit closer than you would for a triangle pose. Turn your right foot out, left foot out, left foot in. Now place the block on the inside of your right foot. Extend the arms. And now begin to turn into the twist. And then stretch forward, bringing your hand to the block. Place your other hand on your hip. Now, right now, your both shoulders are sort of looking down at the floor. Begin to lift the right shoulder up. Bring your other hip in. Root to the back foot. extend the top arm up. Bring your hand to your hip. You're going to exhale to pyramid. Press the big toe mount in, so you're rotating the right foot in, rotating the knee out, rolling to the other edge of your back foot. Keep your block within reaching distance. Inhale, come up. Turn the feet to parallel. Pause here, observing the feeling on the right side and the left side. Now you're going to turn your right foot in, left foot out. Place the block to the inside of your left foot. Now, notice the difference between side to side. Extend the arms and begin to twist. So here you want to keep that length and then begin to continue to twist. As you bring your hand to the block, placing on your hand on your hip, move the other hip in, stack the shoulders vertically, extend, come up. And exhale, come into pyramid. You can still use your block. Rotating the left foot in, rotating the left knee out. Inhaling, come all the way up. Turn your feet, walk your feet on each other. Good, let's do a wide-legged downward facing dog. Let's do a True Vinyasa. You're going to extend the arms over your head. Exhaling, swan dive. Inhaling, stretch your spine. Exhaling, step to downward facing dog. Separate your feet to the other edge of your mat. Keep rolling the hands to the floor, rolling the feet. Feel the extension of your spine. And come to your knees. To child's pose. And then sit up. So now we're going to move to the floor twist. So sitting, and this way you may want to use a blanket. I know for me, I always elevate my sitting bones so that it's easier to lengthen the spine. Separate your feet nice and wide. Have our 10 toes pointing up. Place your hands behind you and concentrate on the lengthening of your spine. Breathing in and breathing out. So you can start by extending the arms over your head. And as you exhale, twist to your right. So cupping the fingers, pushing against the floor to lengthen the spine. Let the breath dictate the twist. And then come back to the center. Pause there in the center. Realign the spine. Stretch the arms up. As you exhale, twist to the other side. Inhaling, come back to the center. Now we can repeat exactly the same thing, or you can grab the other knee. So let's extend the arms up. Exhale, twist. Grab The outside of your knee if you can, and pull here to go into a deeper twist. Or you stay here. Keep the chin up. Keep the core engaged. And exhale back to the center. That feels good. So remember, twists should feel good. If they don't feel good, you have to revisit how much effort you put into the twist. Because sometimes we can put too much effort and then the body becomes rigid and begins to do the opposite of what you want it to do. So let's go to the other side. Stretch the arms up. Exhale, twist. Grab the outer edge of your knee to get leverage to lengthen the spine. Keep the chin up. And then slowly come back to the center. Let's just bring the soles of the feet together for a moment. And let your knees drop away from each other. You can hold on to your feet or you can place your hands behind you and lengthen the spine. And now extend your legs back in Dandasana, staff pose. You're going to keep the left leg extended. You're going to bend your right knee, bring the foot to the mat. The right foot is pressing into the floor. So when we do this twist, we're going to do that open twist. Concentrate also on that bent leg. Press the foot, the right foot, slowly to the floor. So let's do this. Place your left hand behind you, stretch your right arm up. And then exhaling, bring your forearm, your upper arm to the inside of your knee. And then press your knee and your arm against each other. Keep the chin up, moving into the twist. Feel the twist around the navel. So the navel is pulled in. Inhaling for length. Exhaling, releasing into the twist. And then come back to the center. Stretch both legs. Pause here in Dandasana. In staff pose. Now we're going to go to the other side. You bend your left knee. You want to engage the opposite leg. The right leg is on the floor, so that leg rotates in. Okay. Place your right hand behind you. Stretch your left arm up. As you exhale, bring your arm in the inside of your knee. Press your arm and your knee against each other. Press your right left foot strongly to the floor. Be mindful of the breath. Inhaling to lengthen, exhaling into the twist. Keep the chin up. Exhaling back to the center and stretch both legs. Place your hands behind you, lengthen the spine. So we're going to repeat that open twist. And you're going to have a chance to, if you want to bond, clasping the hands behind you. But don't force that. So you can just repeat what we just did or see if we go the extra miles. Okay, so you're going to bend your right knee, bring the foot in, pause here, keep the long spine, place your left hand behind you, stretch your right arm up. As you exhale, come in, and this is where you decide you stay here or you go deeper and you collapse your fingers and lift, twisting a little deeper. Breathe. Don't force the twist. And exhale, release to the center. Stretch both legs. Dandasana. You need to realign the spine if you need to. And now bend the left knee. Lift the spine. Place your right hand behind you, stretch your left arm up. As you exhale, bring your arm on the inside of your knee, and if you can, grab your fingers or not, coming into a twist. Press the left foot slowly to the floor. Inhaling. Come back to the center, stretch both legs. Lift the arms up. Exhale, stretch forward. Use a strap or just grab your feet. Keep a flat back. And then slowly sit up. Okay. Now we're going to reverse the twist. Bring your right knee in, so you plant the foot. Move your left leg a little bit out to the side. Place both hands behind you, lengthen the spine. Keep your right hand behind you, stretch your left arm up. As you exhale, bring your knee in, reach in to bring your arm against the knee, and then begin to pull the knee against your arm. Get that belly across the thigh. Concentrate on the lengthening of the spine. Keep the chin lifted. And then release to the center. Stretch both legs in front of you. Pause here. And now we're going to go to the other side. Move your right leg a little bit out to the side. Lengthen the spine. Stretch your right arm up. As you exhale, twist to your left. Feel the lot of action around the belly. And exhale, come back to the center. Stretch both legs. Stretch the arms up. Exhaling, hinge forward, get what you need. We're not going to go to a maximum, just concentrate on the spine, relaxing. Keep your chin lifted so we're not dropping the head. And then slowly sit up. So we're going to do another floor twist. You can sit on the floor but have your blanket by your side. So, legs together, you're going to bend your right knee and you're going to sit on your heel. Okay, so you pause here. And then you're going to bring your left foot on the outside of your right thigh. And here you pause, lengthen the spine. So we're not going to go any further than that for now. So you're going to decide, is your knee bothering you? If your knee is bothering you, then you're going to do the first twist that we did with the legs crossed. And now slowly release, extend both legs. And now you're going to bend your left knee, lift to sit on your foot. So here when you're sitting on your foot, you try to keep that thigh pointing straight forward. So you're sitting, one side of your buttock is on the heel, the other side is on the toes. And then you bend your top leg and you lengthen the spine. So this is that pose without any props. Okay, so now since we're going to go into a twist, I'm going to teach you how to use a prop. So you're going to have your blanket, Again, you're bending the knee, sitting on your foot. So you're going to take the blanket and then place it underneath your sitting bone. So you have to do that after you bend the knee. So for some of you, it may be easier on the knee to do it this way. And then you place your left foot on the outside of your right thigh. You're going to stretch your arms up. You're going to turn to your left, bring your left hand behind you, bring your right elbow against your knee, and twist. Keep pressing the left foot to the floor. Exhaling, release to the center. Sit your legs in front of you. Okay, we're going to go to the other side. You bend your left knee. You lift, you sit on your foot. And this is where you put the blanket right beneath your sitting bones. Bringing your right foot on the outside of your left thigh. Lengthen the spine. So you want to root that right foot. Stretch your arms up. Bring your right hand behind you. Exhale, twist to the other side. Keep the chin up. Exhaling, release to the center. Sit on your blanket. Stretch the legs in front of you. Have your strap if you need it. Stretch your arms up. Exhaling, come forward. And in fact, have a block between the chins, the shins, between the shins, or have the block on the right hand, right high end. Okay, you're going to inhale the arms up. Exhale, hinge forward. And bring your forehead to the block. And continue pressing the back of your knees to the floor. You can let the elbows bend. Let's take 10 breaths here. And then slowly come up. Now we're going to do some passive spine opening. So you're going to take your blanket. You're going to fold the blanket this way. The edge of the blanket is going to be underneath your lumbar spine, right here. Okay, and then you stretch over. There should not be any stress on your neck. This way, you extend the arms up. And then let the arms rest by your side. Separate your feet a little wider than the hips. So you don't want to relax the legs totally, but you don't want to overwork the legs either. Just keep our 10 toes pointing up. Feel that chest opening. Let's take one more breath. Now I'm going to have you move the blanket just a little bit down so that the whole lumbar spine is on the blanket. Stretch your legs. Stretch your arms over your head. Get length in the spine. And then let the arms rest by your side. Keep the legs slightly active. And you're going to bend your knees and roll to your side to come up. You're going to come onto your knees. Okay, you're going to step your right foot, your right leg out. So I'm keeping my toes pointing straight up. Okay, we'll pause here. Stretch your arms out. As you exhale, begin to stretch to your side. Bring your hand to your shin. Rotate. Again, open twist. Breathe. Inhaling back to the center. Coming to your knees. Let's go to the other side. So keeping the left leg extended, toes pointing up. Stretch your arms over your head. And then begin to stretch to your left. Bring your hand to your shin. Look up. Inhale, come up. Come onto your knees. Turn to the front of your mat. Come to downward facing dog. Separate your feet to the other edge of the mat. Open the back of your knees. And come to your knees to child's pose. Bring your arms alongside your body. Forehead to the floor block. And we're going to go back onto a spine position. You could have your legs together while you bend your knees. Stretch your legs up to the ceiling, extend your arms out to the side. You're going to pull the legs toward you, and then bring your legs part way to the left, to the right. Hold there. Keep pressing the opposite shoulders to the floor. Come back to the center. Let's go to the other side. Come back to the center. Bend your knees. Pause. Lying down with your feet, knees bent, feet planted to the floor. Now we're going to repeat that. So stretch the arms out again. Stretch your legs up. Use your core muscles. Pull the legs in. Lower the legs to the right. You can go as far as you can without lifting the left shoulder. Come back to the center. Pull the legs toward you again. And bring the legs to the left. Back to the center, bend your knees, and plant the feet. Have the arms by your side. Pause there. You can have your feet a little wider than your hips for this one. Sometimes this is more relaxing. We've been doing a lala twist. Okay, you're going to inhale the arms up as you lift the spine away from the floor. Exhaling, release back down, bringing the arms down by your side. Okay, let's flow with the breath. Inhaling. Exhaling. Take a breath here. And again, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Let's bring your feet hip width apart. Walk your feet a little bit forward. Pause there. Then stretch the arms to the ceiling. Engage the abdominal muscles in your knob. Now you're going to stretch, bend your knees, and extend the legs up, both toes. You're going to roll back when you're coming into Alasana, claw pose, and then inhaling, back to boat, exhaling, and inhaling. Bend your knees, lower yourself down to your mat. Stretch your left leg out. Bring your right knee in, hold on to your knee with your left hand. Bring your knee across. No forcing. Back to the center. Stretch both legs. Now bring your left knee in, hold on to your knee, and bring your knee across. And come back to the center. Stretch both legs, stretch your arms over your head. Now bringing both knees into your chest. Separate your knees nice and wide, or do happy baby. Pressing your feet into your hands. Try to flatten your back. So you're working toward lifting the center of your lumbar spine away from the floor. So there's more pressure underneath the sacrum and the shoulders. Now when you round the back, notice the difference. And then release your feet down to the floor. So we are going to do, we're going to touch on shoulder stand today, the full shoulder stand. So you have the arms by your side, you will bring your knees in. You're going to lift, bring your legs over your head. Place your hands on your back. Lift one leg up, and then lift the other leg up. We're not going to stay very long because it's the first time I'm introducing this. Separate your legs out and bring the legs together. Now you're going to bring the legs over your head. Stretch your arms over your head. Let's slowly curl your spine all the way down. Bend your knees. Plant the feet. Pause there. Take 5 breaths. Concentrate on your relaxing the back muscles. Now we are going to do recline, couples pose with a blanket. So let's take the blanket and make it, see if you can roll it up a little bit so it creates more of a ledge. You're going to have the blanket this way. So you want your head to be on the blanket. Sitting in front of the blanket, you're going to lie onto the wall. Now, before you go further, keep your knees bent and just adjust the blanket in the right place. Okay, they should feel comfortable. The edge of the blanket basically catches the top of your lumbar spine. Now take the edge of your blanket and place it underneath your head. Bring your feet together. Let your knees release to the side. Recline couples pose. Place your hands on your belly button. Extend your arms over your head first. And then extend the hands on your belly. Close your eyes. So I'm going to talk for a little bit. So you stay in. Know that when it's time for you to move to the next position, I will tell you. So the hands can be on your belly or they can be just by your side. So you choose which one is more relaxing. Concentrate on the breath. You may want to notice the length of your breath, the length of the inhale and the length of the exhale. You are not forcing the pose. Keep your mind concentrating on your body, on your mat. Observing those points of energies in your body. So we have many chakras, but 3 major ones. The chakra around, the point of energy around the navel. Energy around the chest. And the energy around the head, top of the head. The belly is fully relaxed. Feel energy percolating throughout your body. Notice where you feel it the most. Feeling the heart Feeling the blood circulating. I'm going to take 5 more breaths here. Now you can place your hands on the outside of your thighs and bring the knees toward each other and pause there in this position. And slowly you're going to lift up to support. And we're going to set up for Shavasana. So you could lie straight down on the floor, flat, without any props, or you could use your blanket to place underneath your knees or underneath the upper thighs. Okay, so you separate your feet to the other edge of your mat. You roll yourself back down. Now you bend the elbows, lift and slide the shoulder blades down your back. So you go into a concave thoracic spine. You stretch the tailbone toward the hamstring, and then you release the body, let the feet relax, let the arms relax, wider than the shoulders. Close your eyes. Shavasana. Get a sense of release. The body has worked really hard. And there may be some joy in every cell of your body from this work. Getting a feeling of mission accomplished. Notice your mood. With each breath, you go deeper into relaxation with an alert mind. Relax the whole body from the toes all the way to the crown of your head. vibration. To extend the arms over your head and stretch your legs, stretch your arms, stretch the body. And then exhaling, bring your knees into your chest. And just pause there. You can rock from side to side. And then when you're ready, you roll to your side to come up to a seated position. Sure you get across your legs. You want to pause and feel your body in an upright, seated position. This is a position where your mind just sit. You sit in meditation. You sit in a mind. So we did a lot of twisting today. And I know twist can be very challenging. If you have any question or any comment, you could always leave them or send me a message to Messenger. So for example, if we do anything that you felt it was not very comfortable for you to do, it's helpful for me to know that so that I can modify the next time that we do those positions. So join your palms together. Feel the warmth of your hands. With your next exhalation, bow to yourself with gratitude. Namaste. I want to thank you very much for joining me today, and I hope you have a wonderful evening.